What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon, and I might be a noob in the world of collecting and unboxing figurines, but I am super excited for today's one. So this figurine unboxing thing all started when I won a giveaway from Chip Getler, who does Star Wars unboxings all the time from Black Series. Even though I normally keep my figurines boxed, I thought I'd pay homage to him and unbox the figurine that I won, and ever since then I've been in love with unboxing figurines. Today I am super excited because I picked this one up just the other day. This is the Star Wars Black Series Cal Kestis from Jedi Survivor. So this is the second version of Cal Kestis that they've done. I actually think they did a couple from the first game, maybe one or two versions, but they go for big money, like $100, $150 for them. So I was super excited when I heard that this one was coming out, and I was able to snag one. So we're gonna have a look at it. But before we do, if you guys want to show some support for the channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this figure. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and let's do this. Alrighty, so I'm running low on battery on my camera, so we'll try to smash through this. We'll start off with looking at the box here. Cool image of the toy itself there. We've got a cool sticker there that says Gaming Greats Black Series. The box art on the side always looks good on these figurines. You got another image of the measurements there. Okay, I never noticed that. And then just some details profile on Cal Kestis himself. A BD1 there, looking good. All right, let's open it up from the bottom here. So yep, as usual, no window in the box means body bag inside. So let's have a look in here. We got his lightsaber in here. Let's have a look at that. Now Cal Kestis has a really long hilt on his, if you've played the game. So that's it. And look at that color. Is that blue? I'm colorblind. It could be purple, but it looks bluish to me. What's your favorite lightsaber color? Let me know in the comments. Mine is definitely blue. All right. Then we got, I'm going to guess this is maybe BD in here. That's a pretty cute little box. I almost want to let him live in there. How about that? Can you see him? All right, we'll leave that a bit later. Alrighty, so there you have him. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. I'm looking at the little screen on my camera here and he looks okay, but when I actually look at him with my actual eyes, his face doesn't look quite as good as it does on the box. I don't know, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? Maybe it's just me. I do have bad eyesight. Look, everyone always reviews paint jobs to me. I don't pick up those minor details of, you know, things. So look, it looks pretty good to me. So we'll go straight into the articulation. His head, oh, his head's pretty stiff. Now, I don't know if that's just the Black Series thing. I remember when I unboxed my Fennec Shan, a lot of the articulation was very stiff on the figure. So yeah, his head goes up and down a little bit, but not a lot. Turns left all the way around. Whoa, it's all neck turn then. I don't know if I like that. Arms up till about there. Now, I don't know if you watch my Batman unboxing. I'm very paranoid of lifting their arms too high these days because I'm scared they're just going to pop out of their sockets. So arms out to about there. He's got no bicep swivel. So arms really just out to the side. He's got elbow. What do they call it? Double jointed elbows or something? I don't know if that's what they say in the toy videos. And his hands go all the way. Let's see his other arm, his right arm, about the same. Goes about halfway there, so you can go in the crucifix sort of position there. Bendy arms and rotation. Ab crunch. You know, he's wearing his suit here, which is kind of getting in the way. You can see this little bit here. The bottom of his toe kind of stops him from moving any more forward than that. Back, he goes about that far back, so not that far back either. We'll try his legs here. Now again, he's got the holster here, which is actually strapped to his leg, so that's also going to cause some articulation issues. I really don't want to force this too much because I'm very scared about breaking my figures. I've got PTSD from that Batman figurine unboxing. So his right leg's pretty free, goes back about there, goes all the way forward there to give him the boot or kick to the dick. Knees, oh, that's a stiff knee joint there. but knee goes about there. Let's try the other right knee. That one is a bit nicer, but that right leg is very stiff. He has pivots from the knees there on both legs, so I'm surprised they didn't do that with his biceps there. And then his foot obviously goes not that far and then goes down pretty good, and you got a bit of a swivel on that as well. The last Black Series figure I unboxed was the Ned B droid. The articulation on that was actually, I think, pretty decent, but yeah, this one, his clothing definitely sort of gets in the way of that. So we'll take a look at the BD here. Again, in that cute box, I just want to keep him in there. All right, so that's BD. Looks pretty good. His legs are on like a swivel, so they do kind of move kind of side to side like that, and his legs go straight out like that, and his head has some up and down movement as well, but he's pretty tiny, so a little bit hard to maneuver. I don't know if Cal's got like a spot for him to sort of go, because normally BD rides on his back, so I thought maybe they could have gone with like a little clip to maybe clip him onto his back, but I don't see such a thing there. So now we'll do some size comparisons. That's him standing next to Fennec Shand from the Boba Fett series. And there you have him next to my Ned B figurine I just talked about before. As always, I always compare him next to my Spider-Gwen there. Oh, they're pretty close there. Oh, they look like a cute couple, don't they? I always like to use Spider-Punk as well, because Spider-Punk is quite tall for those Marvel Legend figures, so he just like towers over Cal there. There he is next to Thanos. I'm going to get a good photo of these two battling it out, I reckon. That's him looking absolutely tiny compared to Thanos there. And maybe last but not least, and there he is next to Batman, looking pretty short there. Batman's actually leaning forward. It took me a long time to get him to stand. Is that a thing with McFarlane figures? Are they hard to make stand? I don't know. And that's him standing next to BD. So he stands pretty close here, pretty much 6 inches there, which I believe is what the box says. 6 inches pretty much on the dot there. Before I give you my honest opinion, I'll do some really simple poses because that's all I'm capable of. So, I actually forgot to show that he had his actual blaster in his with the saber as well. I actually didn't pick up on that until afterwards. The thing I love most about this is actually how well he can hold on to that blaster. So he can actually, his finger goes through the trigger hole there. That's really, really cool. The other Star Wars Black Series figures I've opened so far, the Fennec Shand, I can't get her to really hold the gun properly, I found. And with the Ned B, I could get him to hold the hammer, but again, the blaster just doesn't really sit in his hand right. This sits in there really, really nicely. And also, I did say before that he didn't have bicep swivel. He does have a swivel at his elbow there, though, which I didn't pick up on until a little bit later. I really like how he grips onto that blaster. I really like how he can grip on to the saber as well. So yeah, really good looking figure. I don't know why, at first I looked at his face, I was like, I don't think his face looks that great. Looking at it more and more, I think the face sculpt is actually quite good. If you actually compare it to the, I've got the Cal Kestis Vintage as well, I don't know if that's focusing there. The face on the Black Series is actually a little bit better. than the vintage collection there. His articulation was okay, not the best, but obviously a lot of his clothing gets in the way. I think the biggest thing for me though is I wish there was a proper spot for BD to really clip into and sit on his back. Maybe there is and I'm just missing it, but what I was able to do was, if you see on BD's legs there, he's got the little parts that come out the back and the front as well. I would actually just slip them in between the little, where his vest is, like with the shoulder, around the shoulder, there's a bit of a gap. So I kind of would just wedge him into there. I mean, I'm not sure if that's why they put the, would put that there, it didn't really say, but he does actually kind of just sit in there quite nicely. I thought I got some pretty decent photos with him sitting in his vest there. I'm not just a noob to figurines, I'm also a noob to Star Wars kind of. So Cal Kestis, being that I've played the video game, Cal Kestis is a character that I really like, and I really wanted to get a figurine of him. And it's probably a good thing that a new version came out, because if I bought the old version, I probably wouldn't have unboxed it. So I'm actually quite glad that they brought out a new Cal Kestis. I think that's it for this video. If you guys are still watching, I really appreciate you. Let me know in the comments what you think of this figure, what do you think of the game. If there's anything you think that I could be doing in these figurine unboxing videos that could make them better, yeah, please let me know. If you guys are new to the channel, please check out my homepage. I've got all kinds of content, different playlists. You'll find all my figurine and collectible stuff on the Toys and Collectibles playlist. But yes, that is me for this one. Until the next video, I am SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.